Hi, I'm Tim Moore with Clam Outdoors and Ice Team. It's springtime here in New Hampshire, which means it's time to put the ice fishing gear away and get the open water gear out. And one thing that I do to ensure the life and longevity of some of my gear, like my auger blades, is I take a can of 100% silicone spray. You can use WD-40. If you use WD-40, make sure you shake that can really well. And I'm going to coat certain parts of my auger blades, any metal parts. I keep all my stuff in my basement. It's damp down here and things have a tendency to rust. And I found silicone to be the best at protecting against rust during the summer, especially in the damp months like August and September. So I take that spray, give it a good, thorough, thick coating. Now if you're leaving your gear in a place that you don't want that silicone to drip, you can blot it with a paper towel or a rag and just blot some of that off of there. I want to leave as much of that on there as possible because of how damp it is down here in my basement, so I leave it on. If you're going to wipe it off, let it sit for 30 minutes, blot it with a paper towel, be careful of the blades, they're probably still sharp. But it's really important to get the inside of the shaft on the augers as well, because they take a lot of abuse. There's a lot of rubbing and friction going on in there. As tight as the tolerances are, things still move. They take a pretty good beating and they will rust pretty well. So spray the inside of that too. You can leave that sit, or you can take your rag and blot it off after you've let it sit for a little while. I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to let that silicone really soak into all the cracks and crevices before I put the cover back on and put it away. Stuff like that's really going to extend the life of your gear and make it worth it in the long run.